Good morning, everyone. I am Shweta Sarangi. So, today we are going to study about the pyramid of energy in an ecosystem. Okay, so in the previous class, we have studied about the ecological pyramid and the types of pyramids, pyramids of numbers, pyramids of biomass. And in this too, we can see that if in a pyramid we are going to the upside, then the number in each trophic level is decreases, and also the biomass in each trophic level is decreases. So first of all, the producer biomass was 9,000 kilocalories. Then it comes to the primary consumers, which is 900 kilocalories. Then the secondary consumers 90 kilocalories, and then to the tertiary consumers 9 kilocalories. Okay, so in this way the amount of biomass is decreasing when we are going up in the pyramid. So now we are going to study about the pyramid of energy. Okay, so mainly it is based on rate of energy flow and or productivity at successive level. So, of the three types of ecological pyramids, the energy pyramid gives the best picture of overall nature of ecosystem. Okay, as against the pyramids of numbers and biomass, the shape of the pyramid of energy is always upright, because in this the time factor is always taken into account. Okay, the pyramid of energy represents the total quantity of energy utilized by different trophic level organisms of an ecosystem per unit area over a set period of time. The base upon which the pyramid of energy is constructed is the quantity of organisms produced per unit time, or the rate at which food material passes through the food chain. Energy pyramids are always sloping upright because less energy is transferred from each level than was paid into it. Organisms of the terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems, we are going to study about that. The quantity of the energy trapped by green plants in an area over a period is highest compared to that of organisms of other trophic levels, and therefore the base of the pyramid. Okay, here we can see that the primary producers, we use 100% of energy. Okay, from sun's energy. Okay, then some energy lost as heat, and some are for the decomposers. Okay, again from decomposer it comes to the primary producers. Then it comes to the primary consumers, and they use only 10% of its energy. And again, some energy lost as heat, and some energy is used for the decomposers. Okay, then next the secondary consumers, they also use only 1% of energy, and out of 1% some of again energy lost at as heat, and some of for decomposers. Again, third level consumers who take 0.1% of energy, from which some are gone to the decomposers and some of the energies were lost. And next is 0.01, the apex predators. So they also use the so in this pyramid also you can see that when we are going up, the amount of energy in each trophic level is reducing. Okay, so in pyramid of numbers, the numbers of each trophic level is reducing when we are going up, and in the same way the amount of biomass is also decreasing when we are going up in a pyramid. And in energy pyramid, the same concept, that when we are in producers, they consume the 100% energy, and then again it decreases when we are going up, when we are going up to another trophic level. Okay, so we have completed our energy pyramid, ecological pyramid, or our Eltonian pyramid. So these are of three types. First one is pyramid of numbers, second one is pyramid of biomass, and third one is pyramid of energy. So pyramid of numbers based on the number of organisms at each level, pyramid of biomass which is based on the biomass of organisms, and pyramid of energy which based on the showing the rate of energy flow and or productivity at successive trophic levels. Okay, next we are switching to ecological succession, the most important thing. Okay, so what do you mean by ecological succession? Biotic community change with time. This evolution, this evolution can be seen on several levels. So biotic communities are not static, they change with time. This change can be understood on several levels. Changes take place continuously in the community structure, organization, physiognomy, and the associated animals and the environment at a place in the course of time. Okay, this phenomenon is called as our ecological succession. The changes which take place continuously in the community structure, organization, appearance, associated animals, and the environment at a place in the course of time, that's called as our ecological succession. The rate of a successional change is rapid initially and gradually it's slow until a point of dynamic equilibrium is reached. And the community is more or less stable. A complete succession is called series or intermediate state, okay, consisting a number of several stage, and a series is made up of number of several stage. So serial communities are large in number depending on minor differences in edaphic, topographic or other local conditions. These communities are open to large-scale invasion of the other species. Several communities react to the prevailing environment in such a way that the environment is modified sufficiently to become less favorable to the existing terrain. Several communities are therefore short-lived and quick in development. Okay. So as against this, the climax communities are only few and similar in identical climatic conditions. These are more or less close to invasion of outside floristic elements. Climate communities attain a dynamic equilibrium with their environment. They cannot change their environment to such an extent as to make it less suited to the existing communities. Climax communities are formed after a long period of time, and once formed, they maintain their structure and composition. It is the final or the last cereal stage. So this is the annual plants, and this is the perennial plants and grasses. This is the shrubs. This is the softwood trees or pines, and this is the hardwood trees. In this way, our ecological succession happens, and due to times, it becomes a large trees from small plants to it became a large trees. Okay, this is called as our ecological succession. Okay, so Now in the next class we are going to study about the types of ecological succession.